Vietnamese women have an incredible talent for building shelters and living off the grid, which means they are able to live independently without relying on things like electricity or modern conveniences. These women have learned valuable skills and knowledge from their ancestors, which they use to construct their own homes and live in harmony with nature. Natural resources and materials play a crucial role in the lives of these Vietnamese women. They make use of what the earth provides to create their shelters and sustain their living. For example, they use bamboo, wood, thatch, and clay to construct their homes. Bamboo is a very strong and flexible material, perfect for building sturdy structures, while thatch and clay help with insulation and keeping the homes cool during hot weather. These materials are readily available in the surroundings, making it easier for the women to build their shelters. By utilizing these natural resources, Vietnamese women are not only able to create strong and comfortable shelters, but also contribute to preserving the environment. They are mindful of the Earth's resources and make sure to use them in a sustainable way, without causing harm to nature. Living off the grid also means the women need to find alternative ways to meet their basic needs. They collect rainwater for drinking and cooking, relying on the Earth's natural gift rather than relying on water flowing through pipes in urban areas. They also make use of renewable energy sources like wind and solar power to generate electricity, reducing their dependence on non-renewable energy sources. In Vietnam, traditional housing reflects the rich culture and heritage of the Vietnamese people. For many centuries, Vietnamese families have built their homes based on ancient knowledge and customs, which have been passed down through generations. The design of these houses considers factors such as weather, local environment, and family structure. Vietnamese people have been resourceful in using local materials to construct their homes. One commonly used material is bamboo, a strong and flexible plant that grows abundantly in Vietnam. Bamboo is used for walls, flooring, and even roofs. Another traditional building material is wood, which is often sourced from nearby forests. Thatch, made from dried grass or leaves, is used for roofing to keep homes cool in hot weather. Vietnamese builders also use earth-based materials like mud, clay, and straw. These materials are abundant and easily accessible, making them ideal for construction. Mud and clay are mixed with straw to create bricks or applied directly as plaster for walls. These natural materials help insulate the house, keeping it warm in cold weather. Additionally, Vietnamese architecture often features raised houses on stilts, called en hay san, particularly in areas prone to flooding. Stilts elevate the house above ground level, protecting it from water damage during heavy rains or floods. The traditional techniques used in Vietnamese housing construction are a blend of skill, experience, and cultural knowledge. Vietnamese builders have mastered the art of constructing sturdy and durable homes that can withstand the tropical climate and environmental challenges. In Vietnamese society, women play an important role in shelter construction and sustainable living. They are empowered to contribute their skills and knowledge to their communities. Over the years, Vietnam has made progress in promoting gender equality, giving women more opportunities to have a say in decision-making processes. This empowerment enables women to actively participate in building and improving their living conditions. Generation after generation, Vietnamese women have been passing down their skills and knowledge about shelter construction and sustainable living. They have gained expertise in building eco-friendly homes and living off the grid using natural resources and materials. This knowledge is valued and respected within Vietnamese communities. The skills and knowledge passed down to women include traditional building techniques and the ability to use natural resources wisely. For example, they know how to use bamboo, wood, and thatch, which are found abundantly in Vietnam's forests, to build sturdy and comfortable shelters. They also have knowledge about earth-based materials like mud, clay, and straw, which they use to create sustainable homes. Apart from construction skills, women also learn about sustainable living practices. They know how to collect and purify rainwater, which helps reduce the need for expensive water sources. They understand the importance of renewable energy sources like solar power and wind power, which is good for the environment and saves money. Additionally, women learn about organic farming and permaculture techniques, allowing them to grow food in a way that protects the earth and provides healthy nourishment for their families. The passing down of these skills and knowledge from one generation to another ensures that the tradition of building shelters and living sustainably continues in Vietnamese society. It also empowers women as they contribute to their households and communities, showcasing their expertise and making a positive impact on the environment and their quality of life. In Vietnam, women have a special talent for using materials from the forest to build shelters. One of the resources they commonly use is bamboo. Bamboo is a strong and flexible plant, and it grows abundantly in the forests of Vietnam. Women cut bamboo and use it to make walls, floors, and even furniture for their homes. It's amazing how they can turn something that grows in the wild into a useful building material. Wood is another important resource. Women gather wood from the forest and use it to build structures like frames and roofs. They choose sturdy types of wood to ensure that their homes will be strong and durable. Thatch, made from dried plant materials like grass and leaves, is used to create roofs that can protect them from the rain and sun. These forest resources not only provide natural materials for shelter construction, but they also help to sustain the environment by using renewable resources. Vietnamese women also know how to make use of the earth beneath their feet. They mix mud, clay, and straw to create a strong and sturdy material called adobe. Adobe bricks are made by molding this mixture into blocks and then letting them dry in the sun. These bricks are then used to build walls. This technique has been passed down for generations and is an excellent way to make sustainable homes. By using the earth, women are able to build shelters that are cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Water is an essential resource for life, and Vietnamese women have developed clever ways to make the most of it. They create filtration systems to make dirty water clean and safe to drink. By using layers of sand, gravel, and charcoal, they can filter out impurities and bacteria, ensuring that the water is healthy. This is especially important in areas where clean water is hard to find. Women in Vietnam also practice aquaponics. This is a smart way to grow both fish and vegetables. They use water from fish tanks to irrigate plants, while the plants provide the fish with clean water. It's like a natural cycle where both plants and fish benefit from each other. This helps them to have fresh food to eat and reduces the need for harmful chemicals. By utilizing forest resources, earth-based materials, and water resources, Vietnamese women are able to live sustainably and create shelters that are both functional and good for the environment. It's incredible how they have honed their skills and knowledge over time to build homes using what nature provides. When living off the grid, it's important to find ways to get clean water because there might not be a water supply like we have in our homes. Vietnamese women have found a clever way to solve this problem by collecting rainwater. They use special containers or tanks to catch rain when it falls from the sky. This water is then purified, which means it is made clean and safe to drink. They often use filters or chemicals to remove any dirt or germs from the water. By doing this, they have a reliable source of fresh water without needing to rely on a water company. In Vietnam, women have also discovered how to generate electricity without depending on the electricity grid. They harness energy from the sun using something called solar power. They use special panels that capture the sun's rays and turn them into electricity. This electricity can then be used for things like powering lights, charging phones, or running small appliances. Moreover, Vietnamese women also use wind power. They have small turbines or windmills that spin when the wind blows, and this spinning motion generates electricity too. By using the power of the wind, they can have electricity even if they live far away from cities or towns. To have food to eat, Vietnamese women practice organic farming and permaculture. Organic farming means they grow crops without using harmful chemicals like pesticides and fertilizers. Instead, they use natural methods like composting, where they make their own nutritious soil from leftover food and plant waste. This helps their crops grow strong and healthy. In addition to organic farming, they also practice permaculture. Permaculture is a way of designing farms or gardens that work with the natural environment. For example, they might plant certain types of trees or plants together so they can benefit from each other. This is called companion planting. They might also have small ponds or pools where fish can swim, which helps fertilize the plants. By doing these things, they create a sustainable and balanced ecosystem where everything supports each other. By using these techniques, Vietnamese women are able to live comfortably without relying on the traditional systems of water, electricity, and food that we are used to. They are smart and resourceful, and they show us that we can take care of ourselves and the earth in simple and sustainable ways. When it comes to building and maintaining off-grid shelters, women in Vietnam face a few challenges. One of the challenges is limited access to resources and materials. Sometimes, women do not have enough money or access to tools to build their shelters. It can be hard to find the right materials, like bamboo or wood, that are strong enough to withstand weather conditions. Another challenge is the lack of knowledge and skills. Some women may not have learned traditional building techniques or may not have had the chance to develop construction skills. This can make it difficult for them to effectively build and maintain their shelters. To overcome these challenges, collaboration and support networks play a crucial role. Women can come together and share their knowledge and experiences with one another. They can learn different techniques and ways to overcome obstacles in building off-grid shelters. Collaboration also offers the chance to pool resources. Women can share tools, materials, and even labor to help each other construct their shelters. By working together, they can increase efficiency and productivity. Support networks can provide training and education to help women develop the necessary skills for building and maintenance. NGOs, non-governmental organizations, and community organizations often provide training programs to help empower women with construction skills and knowledge about sustainable living. These programs teach women techniques like roof thatching, mud brick construction, and water purification, which they can then use in their own shelters. Furthermore, government agencies and organizations can provide financial support or subsidies to help women access the necessary resources and materials. This can help alleviate the financial burden and make building and maintaining off-grid shelters more feasible. When Vietnamese women create shelters and live off the grid using natural resources and materials, it has positive effects on the environment. One important benefit is the reduction of carbon footprint. Usually, living off the grid means using renewable energy sources like sunlight and wind power, which don't create harmful gases. This helps to reduce pollution and fight climate change. Another environmental benefit is the preservation of natural resources. By relying on materials found in nature, such as bamboo, wood, and clay, these women don't need to chop down many trees or use a lot of non-renewable resources like plastic. It helps to keep the forests healthy and protect the Earth's resources for future generations. Living off the grid also brings economic benefits. When Vietnamese women use solar power or wind power to generate electricity, they don't need to depend on the power grid or pay for electricity bills. This saves them money and helps them become more self-sufficient. With the money they save, they can use it for other important things like education or healthcare for their families. Moreover, by collecting and purifying rainwater, they don't need to rely on expensive municipal water supplies. This saves them money on water bills as well. It's like having a free source of water right at their homes. These cost savings can make a big difference in their lives. When Vietnamese women create their own shelters and live off the grid, it makes them more self-sufficient. They are not relying on outside resources or services as much. This boosts their confidence and independence, empowering them to take charge of their lives and make their own decisions. They become role models for others in their community. Living off the grid also fosters community resilience. When women come together in eco-villages or communities, they can share knowledge, support each other, and work as a team. They become stronger and more united, building a sense of togetherness. This helps them face challenges together and create a safer and more sustainable community for everyone. Vietnamese women possess remarkable talent in shelter construction and sustainable living. They demonstrate their ingenuity by utilizing natural resources and materials, resulting in various benefits and impacts. Notably, their efforts contribute to environmental conservation, reduce carbon footprints, and preserve natural resources. Additionally, adopting sustainable practices results in economic benefits, including savings on energy and water bills. Furthermore, these skills promote self-sufficiency and community resilience, fostering a strong sense of unity among Vietnamese women. It is crucial to recognize and support their skills and knowledge further, as they exemplify the potential of sustainable living for a better future.